Today, I have 3 low-cap real-world asset plays that are going to absolutely print in the upcoming bull run. The first one is sitting around $40 million in market cap. The second one is around 13, and the third one, brace yourselves, is around $5.5 million in market cap. Let's get straight into the video. Let's stop messing around. My name is Zach. Just remember, nothing I say is financial advice. The Patreon is up and running again, and we've had some major upgrades, so make sure you check that out. Link is in the description. And if you'd like to join the Crypto with Zach Discord server, link is also in the description. Alright, so the first project we're going to be talking about today is PolyTrade, and if you've been around the channel for a while, you know I have covered this before, so feel free to skip on to the next 2 coins, as they're coins I haven't covered on the channel before. But PolyTrade is a real-world asset play. We'll cover the utility in just a moment, but currently we're sitting at a $38 million market cap with a nice amount of volume, $1.3 million, around 3.5% of that market cap. Flown in and out on the last 24 hours with 32% in circulation, and we are on an absolute tear at the current point. There has been tokenary inflation along this line, along this flat period. As we can see, that market cap has just taken off. But if we look at the last year, we'll see how much this price has actually moved, which has gone up over a 10x. It's around a 12 to 13x, quick maths at the current point. And it's looking like it doesn't really want to come too far below that 75-cent mark, as we can see here. So it's going to be a good play going forward. I can see this going exceptionally high in market cap, especially in price as well, because there's a lot of reasons why we'll do it. So what is PolyTrade? It's basically an on-chain real-world asset marketplace and hub for all of your needs. So all of your investing needs that come off your typical blockchain type of investing style, such as investing in crypto. So this brings on a few different things, and they're currently offering services such as trading finance, which is basically around the market anywhere at the current point, but real estate services. That is what is interesting, bringing a new aspect to blockchain technology and blockchain technology investing capabilities for an investor. They're also doing vehicle loans as well, and they're also doing services for collectibles and other financial services such as bonds, equities, and much, much more. So they're ultimately bringing real-world asset trading and investing to that next level. Like we said, they're expanding the capabilities and limitations of investing in blockchain have, which is really good, and real-world assets are going to be a massive narrative this cycle. Just like AI, last cycle, real-world assets were quite undervalued. So projects like Relio didn't really receive the recognition that they deserved. PolyTrade's also been through the back end of a bull run and did quite well in that bull run compared to where it started out. But basically, like AI, they weren't really hot narratives last cycle, and I would be expecting, and I know they're going to be huge narratives this cycle because they have been spoken about quite a bit in the lead up to the bull run. So getting into the real world asset narrative is going to be very, very beneficial. So if you just have a look through the actual website, I'm not going to sign up and open my actual account, but basically you'll have access to your dashboard, to your marketplace, once you have actually connected your wallet. So this is basically what you'll see. You can see a person has connected their wallet, then you can go to their home, to their marketplace, and to view your actual assets, which you can manage from that single point of entry. A few other bonuses that I really like. The entire team is actually known, which is a very, very good aspect to have for your project. I would much prefer a project with a known team compared to a team that either has NFTs as their profile pictures or just names without actual last names or usernames, that sort of thing. Very good to see. So here are some of our perks of being an asset buyer through the PolyTrade project. So you can explore different opportunities. So discover the wide array of real-world assets available for investment. So you can do this through their marketplace, and they'll have a huge amount of options in multiple different categories. Seamless transactions, so flexible in payment options, including stablecoins, fiat currencies, and a variety of tokens. Diversify into multiple assets to improve returns without increasing risk. And by doing this from a single point of entry, it can make it incredibly easy to manage all of your investments. Because if you are spread across, you might know what I mean, if you're spread across different wallets and different centralized exchanges, different dexes as well, it can be quite hard to manage all your funds. It's also trust and secure, so that's ultimate. Invest, trade, and exit with a secure and reliable platform experience, and it's DeFi ready, so integrate with PolyTrade partners for additional uses of your asset. All in all, I think it's going to do very well in the bull run. I think there's going to be a very small price compared to where it's going to go. 40 million in market cap, this could go exceptionally high. The billions could potentially be a destination for this market cap, especially with the super cycle that we're about to witness, depending on everything going as planned. But ultimately, I think PolyTrade's a great investment, not only for the cryptocurrency investment side, to be potentially actually use as a real asset investing area and hub in crypto. I think they've got some great options on that actual website. Alrighty, so the next project we're going to be covering today is Swarm Markets. It's a very good project, a little bit of an older project. However, do not let this deter you from potentially having this as part of your portfolio. Not financial advice, but it is a good project. We'll deep dive into the utility in just a moment, but right now, Swarm is sitting at a $13 million market cap with around $560,000 in volume, so that's quite good. The tokenomics, quite a low circulating supply. We will come back to this later on in this segment, but it's going to be quite a slow tokenary inflation rate. A lot of their swaps are actually used on the Matic. I recommend using Matic. It's a lot cheaper, but they are also utilizing Ethereum. And what Swarm actually is they're basically an on-chain real-world asset investing hub for everyday investors, but also here for large financial institutions and their specific investing needs. So large financial institutions, when making big plays, will need to put a large amount of money in. So Swarm Markets is here to help them through that and accompany them all through their actual protocol. But they offer some really good utility for what the actual project is in terms of its market cap. However, they are a little bit restrained at the current point. What I mean by that is if we jump onto the actual marketplace right here, we can see that there is a lot we can actually invest in using cryptocurrency, such as individual stocks. You can see Nvidia, Coinbase, Tesla, Apple. You can invest in US Treasury bonds. You can invest in cryptocurrency as well, but there's kind of a limited amount of actual, not utility, but pools and assets you can invest in, basically. In saying that, that's only one of the aspects they have. They also do have a swap, the DOTC, which is more for the larger financial institutions, around them getting their positions filled, that sort of thing. But that is there for the large financial institutions. They also have pools you can invest in, and all pools are on Polygon, and you can have a wallet where you can manage your entire dashboard. The tokenomics, all right, and I'll come back to this. Sorry, I said I'd come back to this, and I'm coming back to it now. The tokenomics are actually quite good. So first things first, there is no team allocation whatsoever. So that's very good. That's very good from the team's perspective, and the team is known. You can check out their LinkedIn through their white paper. But if we jump onto this chart right here, we can see that our sales pool, which is the general pool that can be picked up on centralized exchanges, decentralized exchanges, that sort of thing, just from holding the token, is going to cap at around 50 million coins. So we've kind of floored at the current point. Obviously, not all 50 are in circulation right now. There are some locks, but it is quite a slow inflation rate in the terms of the reserve pool, the rewards pool, and then also the community pool. So tokens that are just slowly released into circulation for people earning rewards in order to benefit from this project in that sort of perspective. So in saying that, there's not going to be a huge tokenary inflation hit. So that's one thing that people may be deterred from at the current point, is that massive gap in the actual total supply and circulating supply, it's not actually that bad. It's going to be quite a slow tokenary inflation rate. As we can see from the market cap, nothing has really happened at all in the time of the project being launched. So that's a bonus. All in all, it's got good utility. I think it's going to do exceptionally well going forward. Once people get past the fear of this, I think people will realize that this has excellent potential, especially going into the future, because there is a lot of utility on the actual platform itself. Like, there's heaps of pools in here you can subscribe to. There's heaps of investments here. I mean, it is limited. That's one thing I'm going to want the team to do moving forward, is get more investments here, get that utility right out there up with the competition, which is going to be a main thing. So all in all, I think Swarm is going to do exceptionally well going forward. Let's get on to our third and final coin. All right, everyone, before we get into today's third and final coin, feel free to skip this section, and I apologize if it is a little bit blurry, quite zoomed in here. The Crypto with Zach Patreon is back up and running. That's right. We've just gone through a massive upgrade, and I did pause it for a temporary period of time so we could go through some massive updates, such as updating the Discord server, added more benefits and resources in there, more sections, more Patreon tier benefits for, mainly for the gold, because we just added the light tier. Whatever price you pay is a price you pay for life. However, our blue one here is our more expensive option. Just go check on the website for the price, but I'm going to slowly scroll down if you guys want to pause and read through the benefits. We have heaps, and there's more coming in the future, so make sure you check it out. Link is in the description. So today's third and final project is going to be Landshare, currently sitting at a $5.7 million market cap and around $180,000 in volume. It's around 3.3% of our market cap. Around 40% of our tokens are in circulation. We did have a decent tokenary inflation hit around this period right here. As we can see, those prices have not really risen compared to the power of the market cap. However, we can see right here, if we come down onto our monthly, let's go into our yearly chart, sorry. We come down to our yearly chart, we can see that we have pushed quite a bit since that late November period. Even from this bottom here, we did have a nice rally to the upside. Could be coming to some nice buying areas in the very near future. But let's jump into what Landshare is. It's a real-world asset investing hub where you can invest in projects such as real estate. And it's purely designed for real estate. There's a great use case for it. So we can see real estate meets blockchain. So Landshare is basically a real world asset investing hub, like we just said, that ultimately helps investors connect with on-chain services such as investing in real estate. So this means that you can invest in real estate on the blockchain from a single point of entry, which is through their app. I'm not going to actually sign up to the app, but you can just connect your wallet, and you can see this is where the journey starts. So you can invest in actual houses and get rental yield, and you can see they're pretty nice APRs. But not only that, you can also get an increased value depending on the valuation of the house. So it's actually a really good way to invest in real estate from an on-chain perspective, off our centralized kind of ways of investing in real estate. And they've got a few different features on their actual protocol itself, such as vaults. So not just real world assets, that's in our real world asset portal. They've also got vaults, so you can stake your land token in auto, manual, and LP vaults. The real world asset portal, so view properties, trade tokens, and view financial projections. It's a really good tool in finance to be able to invest in real estate. And this also, what it effectively means now is you can invest in real estate without needing to have money, because playing the real estate game always comes with, oh, I need money to play real estate. Well, now that's not really an issue. You can invest your money as if you were wanting to invest in real estate from a much cheaper and budget perspective, and still get those same rewards, if not higher, because 8% is quite good. I guess the house prices are a lot cheaper as well. Dashboard, so complete KYC, manage your personal identity information. Also, NFTs are involved in the project. Nice to see it's on the side, but not really a fan of projects solely based around NFTs. They've also got their swap, so you can seamlessly trade world asset tokens against the land token and USDC pairs. And they've also got the Landshare decentralized autonomous organization. So if we jump across their utility sections, we can see their vaults are here. The NFT section is currently migrating as we speak. peek. We've got our real world assets sector, so we can see financial summary. So gross rent per year around $44,000, gross rent per month $3,700, annual expenses, and it brings out basically all of the analytics that you need for your investing. They've got their DAO section here, and also their migration and their actual swap itself. There must be a third-party swap. My bad. There's a third-party swap, but they will have a swap coming in the very near future, which is really good. All in all, it's a good project. I think it's going to do very well. I think real world assets as a whole is going to do very well, because it's kind of just been programmed that it's going to do well, because it's kind of expanding the capabilities of blockchain. We're not going to see like what we saw last cycle with those minor increases in how blockchain is actually working. Now blockchain technology is incredibly advanced. It's time to start expanding sideways, and real world assets are basically going to expand those capabilities of what blockchain was able to do 2 years ago compared to now. And these projects that are in this real world asset narrative are going to do exceptionally well this bull run. So could this be a good investment? I'm going to let you guys make that decision, but I think it's going to do exceptionally well, especially that it's only at a $5.7 million market cap. Alright everyone, that's the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope the markets have been trading as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.